Hey guys, it's me and I'm back with another video. Yeah, I realized I haven't done a Gregory Sherlock in like so long. Yeah, sorry about that. um, I, Lalu Part 2 was taken down by YouTube. Like, said that there was something inappropriate with it. Like, what the heck? I don't do that stuff. It was super duper weird. Yeah, you guys have to kind of forgive me. No, not forgive me. I don't know. Just try not to get mad at me because it was not my fault and there was nothing inappropriate with any of that stuff. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. As if waiting for Sherlock to do something, John hands him a message. Hands a message and messages that were left for me. At first glance, the paper you you paper these letters were written on seems to be average, run of the mill. I don't know words, but if you hold them up to the light, they're like so, and peer through them, you can see a kind of border running along the outside ridge of the paper. But if you hold them up to the light like so... Oh, wait, what? I already read that. What the heck? I didn't click it. That's what. A series of feathers, the same as that can be found running along the edge of your collar on your uniform shirt. In other words, this stationery from the guest room of the Raven. I'm sure that Mr. Holmes couldn't have glanced at those letters for more than a second. I can't believe he actually noticed the feathers along the border, which you can only see if you hold the paper up to the light. Then figured out that Andrea's shirt had the same design. So what if it's from the Raven? It's impossible. Isn't it impossible that the person who made the threads just happened to use the hotel scenery? Yeah, scenery. I don't know words anymore. It's the lineage. I don't know. Scent of perfume that removes any remaining doubts. The scent of perfume. So that's why you were going around sniffing at everything for a moment ago. The scent of cheap perfume is especially unappealing and hard to miss. Assuming you interacted with customers in your job, I highly recommend that you change your brand. Andrea, why would you do something like this? You said why? Andrea turns to face me, looking at me with a sarcastic smile. It's just like the great Sherlock Holmes. It's great. It's just the great Sherlock Holmes here said, I'm jealous of you. You're the same age as I am, but because you've been acting a little longer than I have, everyone goes around and makes a fuss over you, and the director just loves you. After what happened to Sarah, I thought I'd finally get my shot. Yeah. And I would have if it hadn't been for you. Don't tell me you didn't think the same thing, Lucy. No, I didn't. Not even for a second. Hey, John. Who's Sarah? Don't ask me. Silent. Just so you know, I'm not about to apologize for leaving those letters. It doesn't matter. Either way, I'm not about to let you get the better of me. So from now on, let's settle this upon the stage, fair and square. You don't understand what's it like. What? Understand what is. What? What? It's like for me, Lucy. With that, Andrea walks out of the dressing room, and all I can do is watch her go. Wow. So this is an orchestra pit. I see this on TV all the time. It's pretty deep, huh? On TV, you've never been to see something like a ballad or an opera live? No. To begin with, own a pro I don't own the proper attire. John and Inspector Letchstone peer down into the orchestra pit, as if they find it fascinating. Mr. Holmes and I are some ways away from them, standing off stage. I turn to face him. Thank you so much for what you did. Now I won't have to worry about getting any more of those horrible letters. Considering your troubles are over now, you don't look particularly happy. Oof, big words. Well, that's because the person who did it is someone you know. But you thought someone on the inside was responsible even before you came to see me about this. You must have imagined that something like this would happen. I did. I thought I was ready to face the reality of the situation, but I guess it's been harder than I expected. Somewhere along the line, maybe I really hurt Andrea. Ow. If having your feelings hurt meant you're justified in reacting any way you please, the world would be awash in criminals. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't mean that. But as a fellow actor, it's not as if I don't understand how she feels. I know what it's like to work hard and get nothing for it. How painful it is. How frustrating. I'm sorry. Took you took all the trouble to come out here and take care of this for me. And this is how I reward you. But I really do appreciate what you've done. I'm glad I went to see you. It really was amazing how you managed to get to the bottom of what happened. Well, I'm happy things worked out. Listen, Mr. Holmes, why did you decide to come here and help me? I mean, at first you told me to go away. That was true. That is true. You did tell her to go away. I talk too much. I don't need to go over this. Except, yes, but I really like flipping too many coins. Then I win diamonds. I don't care about this stuff. Can they be like, dang it, close. Yes. Dun, 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 Why does chapter 1 have to be so flippin' long? I didn't tell you to go away. I simply told John that you'd be leaving. Same difference. Regardless, there's actually something I'd like to ask you first. Something you'd like to ask me? About those tacky looking roses in your dressing room. Mr. Holmes stops talking mid sentence and suddenly looks towards the ceiling. What's he? Seeing him do this, I start to look up as well when. Look out! Mr. Holmes reaches out and grabs my arm, pulling me towards him. I'm pressed against his chest, which is. Blah, 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 blah. God dang it. Which is much more solid than it looks. Like, the very next instant, something comes falling to the floor right in front of me. The picture is so cute. I have to admit that. Ow! All the pictures are cute. Okay. A loud crashing sound echoes through the empty theater as shatters shards of glass shoot off in every direction. My mother of Lord, can I read? I feel Mr. Holmes. I feel Mr. Holmes wrap his arms tightly around me. What now? What's going on? I watch as glass flies everywhere, as if in slow motion, light glittering off of each shard, reflecting every color of the spectrum. I finally realize what's happening. Were those the stage lights that fell? Right where I was standing just a second ago? His face is smiling. If Mr. Holmes hadn't grabbed me and pulled me out of the way, they would have. I feel a shiver shoot up through my spine when I realize what just happened. What was that? Sherlock. I ba- I barely even noticed John and Inspector Ledstrom calling out to us as they hurried up from the orchestra pit. Just in front of my feet, I'm horrified to see the destroyed remains of the stage lights. As I stare at them, recoiled in fear, I suddenly hear a voice. Seems as though things have gotten interesting. Uh-huh. Alright, so yeah. Okay, so past checkpoint. Well, I thought I already passed the checkpoint. Oh, this. Really, it's just sometimes. Excuse me, can you load? Okay, Sherlock. Yes. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, bup. Really? That was all? No. Okay, I think that's that. Yeah. Okay. So. Shit, that was not what I was supposed to. Mother of Lord. Everything's here. That's fine. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna end this video for today. Till next time, guys. Bye.